In this video, what I want to do is answer the question that is based around drum timbres. Now, what I want you to do is to drag and drop the MIDI file into your project. Make sure that the BPM is correct. When I usually drag and drop a MIDI file in, a window will appear if I want to import anything. I always say no, but if you say yes, don't worry about this. So once you have your MIDI file in and the correct BPM, I want you to go into your drum sounds and you're going to drag and drop a drum rack onto that MIDI track. Now what you'll notice is in the bottom left hand corner is that you have these individual drum hits that you can drag and drop sounds onto. So now what I want you to do is this. In the search function, you're going to look for the individual drum sounds. Now, as an example to this, if Edexcel asks you to look for a kick drum, you're going to click under this kick and then you're going to look for your individual kicks. This is very important. Edexcel will either ask you for an electronic drum kit or a acoustic drum kit. Whichever one this is, you need to make sure that whatever sounds that you drag into these boxes are the correct sound, so electronic or acoustic. So once you found the sounds that you want in your kick, you're going to then drag and drop these into the boxes like this. Now I can't recommend this more than enough. Rather than you randomly choosing these, I would highly recommend that you do this in order. They usually ask for the next one to be a snare drum, so I'm now going to move into my snare drum and I'm simply going to look for the right one. Again, if this is electronic or if it's acoustic, and I'm simply going to keep dragging these into the boxes. Now, once you've done all of this, you'll have all your sounds. And what I wanted to do was just to show you, this is what you'll have as an answer. So let's open this one up. You will now have your individual sounds here. And again, if I go back into my drum rack, notice how I've got all my sounds here. So what I did to get this sound is in my drum rack, when I've got all my sounds in there, let me just open up my editor. Once you got all your sounds in there, you're then going to move these sounds around. Now I'm just going to zoom in just for a little bit. Don't forget about the use of kick drums, for example. These kick drums here are usually going to be on beats 1 and 3. And if I just zoom in on this, what you'll notice is that these beats do occur on 1 and also on 3. So to highlight these, just press the key here, in this case G4, and then move these down with arrows until you get to kick. And the next thing happens with your snare drum, which is usually on beats 2 and beats 4, and then you can move these down to the correct sound, and then just keep moving these down. Now, what I would recommend is this: is if you get into a situation where you don't understand where to put these sounds, again, it's sort of like a puzzle, and all I want you to do is just sort of play around this. But having said that, though, don't forget, kick drums are usually on 1 and 3. Snare drums are usually on your backbeat, which are 2 and the 4. Crash cymbals don't really happen a lot, so as you can see, this might be a crash cymbal here. And Edexcel usually give you hints about what they're expecting for the other parts. And that essentially is that. Let me know if there are any questions.